He just jumped just now. You didn't see him?
No.
Why did he even do that? Nobody's doing anything. Look at him. This guy's a fucking psycho, yo. What is he doing?
I don't know.
Yo, this is crazy. Why is he doing this shit? This is nuts. I told you he's gonna attack me.
Did you smoke weed today too?
Yes.
It's probably making it. I really wish I had the camera.
I told you he's gonna attack me. Did you see him?
He's not gonna attack
Yes, he is. He was jumping over here.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to the Pranzata Podcast. This is your host, Andrea Pranzatelli. We have a returning guest today. This is the second appearance of Naim Ali, stand-up comedian from Philadelphia. Before we get into it, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit subscribe. And we're going to get right into it. Do you guys do when you guys do your podcast, do you do like a subscribe and all that, or do you guys just jump right into it?
Yeah, no, we don't do that. Yeah, we just jump into it. We used to do a freestyle in the beginning. Yeah. Then we stopped doing that.
You stopped it?
Yeah.
You stopped the music? Why? That was like my favorite part.
That's what a lot of people said, but because a lot of the new people that would watch it would be like, "What the fuck is this?" What the hell is this in the beginning of this podcast?
No, that was funny. I was actually going to have us do one today, but when you said that your voice was hurting from talking too much today, I'm like, we can cut that one out. But so people were complaining about it. Were you guys also getting like
only
flagged
new people.
like for money? No,
we weren't getting flagged. It was just new. So anytime we have a bigger guest on, then their fans that come see it, and the biggest thing we see is, why are they rapping or why are they singing?
Fuck those people. That was
like the beginning of this podcast.
That was my favorite part. I loved seeing that.
I loved it. It was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of other people liked it, but no.
Fuck you guys.
Yeah, so we stopped because we're like, damn, people think we're weird.
What was your favorite? So you guys, well, that's not good because, well, it's good, but so you guys are letting the market shape you.
100%, yes.
That's not good.
Yes, it is.
That's not good.
To an extent, it is.
Yeah. I was just telling somebody the other day that.
Is this still too hot?
You could try it. Just so everybody knows, this is his third podcast recording today. So I made him tea with honey, and I found out that he loses his voice
quite often
from podcasting and doing comedy stuff. And I'm a musician, so I'm all too familiar with this stuff. And a lot of comedians, they don't take care of their voice. So I made him a throat coat tea with
this is great.
Honey. Is it good? Is it too hot or is it good?
It's perfect.
I microwaved it. Microwave water. I'm a big fan of microwave water.
See, I never do that. I'm old fashioned. I boil mine. I put mine on the damn stove.
Yeah. Okay, so I have a couple questions for you.
Okay.
The first question is actually about your podcast. You guys are pretty open on there. Does that stop you guys from getting monetized? And do you have issues? Like you guys talk about whatever the fuck you want on there. Has that been a problem for you guys as you're growing? Like
no.
Certain episodes get demonetized or they're getting censored and not sent out to people because it's offensive, that type of stuff.
That's only happened twice, and that happened because of music. It never happened from anything that we said.
I thought that was maybe the acapella thing, but no.
No, it happened because we played the audio to a song on there.
Yeah.
And I think it happened one other time because we played like a clip of a movie with the audio to it.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even like, it was probably 3 seconds.
Yeah.
And it demonetized. But that's the only time we ever been demonetized.
So you guys never have to like bleep out curse words and stuff like that?
No. I think some people probably do. We don't do that.
That's interesting because I've heard I'm trying to grow my channel and I've been finding that if I curse in something, I'll get sometimes notifications from YouTube saying like, hey, if you want to advertise this, you can't because.
Yeah. And you know what it is? I think also we have like independent advertisers. We do the YouTube ads, of course.
Yeah.
But then we have our own advertisers. So I think at this point now we probably don't even like notice it. If like YouTube, we make more money off of the other people that advertise with us than we do off of YouTube ads.
For the listeners who don't know who he is a co-host of Durag and the Dare Tag.
Durag and the Dare Tag.
So it's like up and coming show in Philadelphia. How many subs you guys got now?
Shit, I don't know. Yeah, a lot. A lot. Yeah, like we got a lot of viewers. The Patreon's growing.
Yeah. You guys probably make good money off that Patreon too.
Yeah, we do.
People tell me I should start a Patreon to make money. I'm like, what am I gonna do on there? Like show my tits? Like, what am I?
Yeah, I mean that'll make money. But you could do anything.
What do you guys do on Patreon that's different? Like, what do you guys do that's any different?
Besides an extra episode, we do like contests and we do shit where like shit that's embarrassing to us. So like, let's say, I think when we got 1,500 subscribers on Patreon, we were going to do a choreographed dance that the audience gets to pick, right? So then they chose Backstreet Boys Bye Bye Bye. So then we learned that whole shit, and then we did it and put it on the Patreon.
Did you guys actually rehearse it and everything?
Yeah, we rehearsed it and all that.
Now I'm about to sign up for the Patreon.
Yeah.
Wait, who did it? You, everybody on Durag?
Me, Rob, and Drew. We all did that shit, and we did it in front of a green screen, so it looked like we were like at the music, like on the music.
Did you
video.
get like the little strings from your head type of thing?
No, we dressed funny though. I forget what I had.
You can't tell them because then they're not gonna go buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my next question for you. All right, this is I didn't order these questions in any particular order, but we're gonna ask it anyways. I've noticed a lot of men, they take pride in their finances.
Yes.
If you were offered to date or marry a woman who paid for everything for you,
mm-hmm.
and then you could do stand up and everything, like she pays for everything, you don't have to worry about the rent, and you can do your shit. Would you take that offer, or would it hurt your pride too much?
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. And I can't even say that hurt I've been in a situation similar to that.
Like she paid your shit and you could do your stand
up.
Not
on purpose. But yes. But we weren't living together, so I still paid my own shit.
Yeah.
But like anything extra we did, she would always pay for it. And then she basically like offered that to me, like, yo, you can just,
like if you got a full ride, like you can do your stand up, you can go to your mics,
like,
you could.
She just wanted me to live with her, and I'm like, no.
It wasn't worth it.
It doesn't work.
Was it not worth the deal because you felt like it was like a trap, like, or was it more like ego?
No, I felt like a trap. I felt like, and not even. I felt like a creative trap. Like, not even like, oh, she thinks I'm gonna be successful. So no, it wasn't even that. In my head, it was like, if I say yes to this, I'm putting like a time limit I have on when I'm going to be successful.
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like I owe this lady something.
Yeah.
And I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
that
no,
ruined you.
What's the phrase? There's no such thing as a free lunch. Like if something's too good of a situation, that means there's something on the other end.
And no woman wants a man that's not paying for shit.
Except for her.
She ain't even want that. She wanted that in the moment.
Yeah.
She'd have got tired of that.
Yeah,
nobody wants that. That's your mom, the only woman that's, if you a man, that's gonna be okay with you being broke as shit. That's it.
Also, even if you got like, oh, I get a free chance to just do my creative work and I don't have to worry about the bills. Mm-hmm. There's probably some element of the challenge of having to do it by yourself that like lights a fire under your ass.
100%.
So not having that fire there would probably make you in a weird way less ambitious.
For sure. Yeah, that takes something away. That definitely, that'll steal something from you. Yeah, you can't do that.
Because I notice like if I'm really busy, I'll make time to get shit done. Mm-hmm. But if I like the past few days, Memorial Day, I was lazy as shit.
Yeah. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because you weren't busy, you were chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of my and I mean a lot of people know this, but a lot of like comedians are in that position though.
They're in the position of getting paid?
Like they have a lady
who pays for them.
Yeah.
So you know comedians personally like that?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I mean, it's a bunch of them.
that's I guess that's the only way to land a comedian boyfriend is like set up
shit, because we ain't got no goddamn money. Not until you making money. Like once you making money, but
it's like an investment for her. She's like, you better get fucking successful.
Yeah.
She's investing.
That
She's
is an
saying,
investment.
listen, I'll let you have a free ride now.
Mm-hmm.
get fucking good.
Yeah, and then you pay for everything.
And then you come back and that's actually smart.
That works. I mean, I've seen it work. Yeah, I've seen it work. I've seen people blow up.
And then what if she makes that investment and they don't blow up?
Then there you go.
She dumps them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's the problem.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I wouldn't do that though. That fucking sucks.
Okay. All right. Next. Okay, I have 2 questions from listeners. I put a thing on my Instagram.
Okay.
Question number 1. What do you think of Mario Colavita from Mario Colavita? Do you think he's a good guy? Do you know
what the fuck, yo? Yeah, Mario cool. I like him. He cool.
What do you think of him?
He got a weird voice. His voice is awkwardly deep.
It got better. I had him on my podcast and I saw him at a comedy show actually, and there was a female comedian who was like roasting everybody in the audience, and she got on stage and she goes, "Is Mario hot?" I can't like the way she said it, because like he's a good looking guy, but you hear him talk and it really throws you off. You're like, what? You're like, I don't know if I'm aroused by this or not. What's going on here? He's like,
his voice is crazy.
He's like it's like that, but he's like this handsome like 23-year-old guy, so it's really not fitting. His voice improved though, and weirdly enough, like the deepness is kind of gone.
Okay.
And he sounds like a young boy.
Well, what happened?
I don't know the full story. He said something like he went to rehab and he was talking too much. It was like a combination of different things. He had like,
what the fuck?
Yeah, he had like inflammation, went to drug rehab, was yelling a lot, and it was like an accumulation of all these different things that fucked him up. And now he sounds different, and I actually miss the fucked up voice.
Damn, yeah, that was weird. Cause every time he used to talk, it would always catch me off guard. Like, damn, bro.
But I got used to it, and now I miss it.
Right? Yeah, I like Mario though. He cool as fuck.
Yeah. So what do I think? Well, you didn't ask me, but I'll give my 2 cents too.
Yeah. What do you think about him?
I think Mario has got a lot of trauma, I could tell, but he's got a good heart. That's what I think. He's got a traumatized childhood.
Think he got a lot of trauma?
I think he's got a lot. I mean, he went to drug rehab. I mean, it's got to be something there.
Yeah, true.
He came to my podcast and he had 6 beers at like 12 in the afternoon. I mean,
okay.
There's a lot of trauma there, but sweethearted person.
Very sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him.
Good-hearted person. Okay, next question. This one, I don't think this is from somebody you know. This is from somebody I know. Okay. This is Ashley. Are you passive aggressive or confrontational?
I'm confrontational.
You are?
Yeah.
Can you confront people to their face?
Yeah, that's the best way to do it. Yeah.
I'm scared. Like, I'm really good at confrontational text messages. Like, if I have something to say to somebody, like something to like, smooth out with a friend or a guy I'm dating, whatever, I can write a beautiful text. But I'm scared. I'm so fucking scared to say that.
I love the awkwardness of confrontation.
You like it?
Yeah, I don't love all awkwardness. No. I hate some type, like it's times when like somebody's on stage bombing and I get embarrassed and it's not even me. Like I might even know the person, but it's just the jokes they're doing. I'm like, oh, you thought that was gonna work? Come on, what the fuck?
You feel bad for them.
Yeah, it makes me itch on the inside. Yeah, so I don't like that. But I do like the awkwardness of, I like when there's a problem and I'm the only person that's like willing to address it. I like that.
So can you go to your parents and like?
No, not my mom. So all right. So with my dad, yeah, that was easy. With my mom, because my dad he was locked up for a long period of time. So when he got out, it was like whatever. But with my mom, I'm more confrontational with her than any of my other siblings, but I hate it, and it takes me a long time to like.
Is it because you don't want to hurt her feelings because she's your mom?
Yeah, but at the same time, I can't allow total bullshit. My siblings will let her do anything. She'll be mean. She'll say some vindictive shit, and it's like, yo, you let her say that? Like, come on, you got to draw a line. You see what I'm saying? What
about women you're dating? Can you confront them? Like if you have something to say?
For sure.
Like what's a recent confrontation?
Shit, I broke up with a girl because she didn't want me to go to open mics.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that recently?
I was like 2 or 3 years into comedy. I've been doing it for 6 years now.
Yeah. I remember you in the last episode, you told me the story. You were with someone, you went through a divorce, and that was your beginning of comedy.
Yeah, that was her in the beginning. And then me and her, I dumped her. And I mean, now I'm not good. That's the part I'm not good at. I'm confrontational up until that part. Yeah. I don't like breaking up with girls. I'm a coward when it comes to that.
Do you do it in text or in person or on the phone?
I don't do it at all. I just do annoying shit until they break up with me. I just do.
Do you know that I'm going to jump to this question because it's later on. I like to skim through like people's Instagrams to see like what I could ask them. I was looking through some of your reels, and one of your reels said, I don't know if this is recent or like a couple months ago or where you are in this timeline, but one of your reels, you were joking that you said when a girl tries to get too serious, you start farting in front of her.
Yeah, yo, you gotta do shit like that. You gotta do shit. She's like, ew. Like, what are you doing? You're like, my bad.
Are you still at that place right now?
Yeah, I'm not in a position to be with anybody.
So you just fart in front of them, make them. Does it work? Does it make them go away, or do they fall in love with you more?
Some girls is into that. Some girls, you'll fart and then they gonna fart too. You like, damn.
Do you like when a girl farts?
No, I don't like that.
I never used to fart in front of guys, and my last boyfriend was. I don't want to say he was into it in like a fetishy type of way. Yeah. But
some guys are in there.
He loved to fart.
Yeah.
And then he would like beg, he'd be like, please just.
Yeah, some guys like fart games.
Yeah, he'd be like, just.
That's how Rob is. Rob and his ex-girlfriend used to be playing fart games.
Fart games.
Yeah, it's like, y'all nasty. Yeah, how you do
What are
that?
the fart games like?
I don't know. They're just like doing like this and farting at each other like they were shooting farts and shit.
But you don't want your lady to do that.
No.
Yeah.
That should be separate. Certain things you should do away from your lady and she should do away from you.
Can you piss with the door open or shit with the door open?
Pissing is fine, not shitting.
Yeah, I agree.
You don't want to smell all that. That's crazy. That's too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pissing is fine.
Yeah, pissing's fine. I mean, come on.
Yeah, nobody cares about pissing.
What about fucking a girl on her period?
I don't like that.
Really?
That's not my thing. That's not my groove at all.
Have you ever done it?
I've done it, but I didn't like it.
Interesting. So you're okay. So every guy's different. So you're more particular, like no sex on the period, no farting.
We can wait. Like, sometimes waiting makes it better. You can wait till her period's off and then now you're hyped to have sex again.
Do you have, when you're with a lady, do you have a high sex drive?
Yes, I do. But some ladies don't like fucking in the morning, and that ruins it. If they don't want to fuck in the morning, I don't even want to think I could be with them.
I think I'm more creative in the morning. Like I have creative bursts in the morning, so I think I'm better at that in the morning.
Yeah, same.
But then there's morning breath.
Yeah, then that's a problem. But you can brush first or Listerine real quick. You could do that
like
first.
Even a mouth drop. Like keep it.
Yeah.
I keep breath mints at my bedside.
Boom, and then you can go. You can have at it.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have to agree with that.
Yeah, but some ladies, my ex-girlfriend, she used to get so mad if I try to fuck in the morning. I'm like, yo, what?
Well, why wasn't she into that? Like, what was her?
She was just not a morning person. So she would just be like so tired.
When you say fuck in the morning, like first thing, wake up, 7 a.m.?
Wake up.
Yeah.
I'll go Listerine up real quick, come back, get to making my moves. And then she's like, yo, stop. Like throwing real elbows. Stop. I'm sleepy. I'm tired.
Do you find you initiate more most of the time, or girls initiate more with you?
That depends on the girl, but yeah, probably girls initiate more. I think it's better if you make them like chase a little bit.
Make the girl chase a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're not always on her all the time, then now she's on you.
I would say it's so funny. There's like this stereotype that men are horny all the time and women turn them down. But from my life experience, it's often the other way around.
Yeah, for sure. If she likes you, when women like you, they want it all the time.
Like I hear stories from so many men that they're like, I go through dry spells and I need to shut it off like for a couple months, or I'm not in the mood. I'm like what the fuck?
Yeah, no, I never had that. I never had a dry spell like that.
Yeah.
One time, the scariest thing that ever happened, one time I was fucking and like when I was done, I didn't feel anything. Like I bust and I didn't feel nothing.
Is it because you're fucking too much?
I think, yep. And I didn't feel anything at all. And I was so scared. I'm like, yo, what?
Did you ever try stop watching porn and have like a similar like did you ever get to a point where you watched too much porn that it
I think more than fucking too much. I think it was the combination of both.
Yeah.
I think I was fucking too much and watching too much porn.
I stopped watching porn for a year straight, like last year. And then I went back to it like an idiot, but I went back to it and it was like amazing. Like it was like, oh my God, like, cause I hadn't done it for so long.
Right.
And now I'm quitting it again because I've gotten to that same place where like none of it excites. And it's like, it kind of freaks me out because it's like, I'm totally numb to it. But it was crazy when I first stopped it. The things that would make me horny, like I would be reading like a philosophy book and there'd be like one of those statues with the dick hanging out and that would like that with the leaf covered like that, like I think I came to a Jordan Peterson book, like it was just like the type of shit. And then when you start watching porn, you just become so numb
to everything. But I think I kind of need that. I mean, because I tried that when I first got divorced. I was like, I'm not fucking. I'm not watching porn. Cause I went through like a hell with that. And then I was like, you gotta get your fucking life together. Not fucking, not watching porn. And it'd be the slightest. I remember one time I was at the supermarket and this old ass lady just brushed up against my arm and I got hard as hell. I was like, God damn. And I was like, see, that's dangerous. You got to take some of the edge off.
There is like, I always thought about that. I'm like, it's not good to watch so much porn that you feel numb to any sexual activity, but there is a time and place for it. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, I don't need to be out here fucking like everything that walks, you know what I mean?
Exactly. And that's what happens. If you don't do anything, you're just horny for everything.
But there is a pro to that though, because I feel like now we live in a society where people aren't really like dating anymore. Like people are kind of, so maybe by having that, like, I need to fuck it, like kind of forces people to connect more, you know?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, cause there's a certain level of desperation. That will make you wind up in a relationship. So I guess if you're not watching porn or you're not fucking, you'll meet a lady be like, I'm going to marry you.
Now you said you're not in a dating spot, but I'm sure you still probably get laid though, right?
Yeah.
So, and that's another thing too. They say not to slut shame, but I might right now to the camera. If ladies are out there fucking and they're like, yeah, I don't care, then there's no incentive for men to ever get into a relationship.
Well,
right?
Here's the thing. No, you know what, yo? It's all about honesty. There are women that are in the same position that I'm in, where they are like, yo, I was in a relationship, didn't work. Was in another one, didn't work. I like hanging with you. I'm not fucking a bunch of people. I hope you're not fucking a bunch of people. And I'm usually like, fuck no, I'm not fucking a bunch of people. And then we just have fun when we have fun. It's
funny when people say that though. I'm like, well, that's just a relationship. Like, it's just a relationship without like, I'm gonna get married. Like, how's it any different?
Yes. You know? But here's the thing. I also could not talk to this person for 2 days. I can't do that with a girlfriend.
Right. So if you're okay, I see what you're saying. So if you're,
I don't talk to any woman every single day, but that's like outside of my family.
So you're saying putting that girlfriend title on it kind of makes it like,
now there's all these obligations. Now you got to check up on me throughout the day. You got to reply to my text. We got to do something this weekend. What are we doing this weekend? Where are we going?
You seem like, based on the, no offense, but based on the interactions we've had, like, you don't seem like somebody who would like to talk every day.
No, I don't. It's not a problem.
And I don't mean that in a negative way, but like you do respond, like, but you had to reschedule the podcast a few times. Like, I think you like to go by the rhythm of your own. And whatever they say.
I say yes to everybody all the time. I like doing things. So I like filling my schedule up. So I say yes. And then I forgot that I said yes to 10 people.
And
I give people all my time.
And you overdid it because you didn't have to do 3 Like if you told me today, if you rescheduled again, I wouldn't have been mad. If you were like, hey, I'm accidentally doing 3 podcasts.
No, I like doing stuff.
Okay.
And I like podcasting. And I try to give people my undivided attention when I'm like around them.
Yeah.
Like if I'm doing something with you, we're doing it.
Now, with all that in mind, how the fuck do you have the time to post 100 stories a day?
Oh, that's easy. So what you gotta do is when you see shit like that, you gotta immediately set it to a timer. Instagram has timers.
Yeah.
So you could be like, oh, all right, boom, we're going to post these 10 from this time to this time.
Sometimes I'm like scared to tap on your story because I'll be there too long.
Yeah.
So like listeners, follow him on Instagram, Naim Ali.
Yes.
You can just, if you follow me, you can just look at my followers. You'll find him easily. He posts like so many stories a day. But the crazy thing is they're actually all interesting.
Yes, they are. It's the craziest. I have the best algorithm, and I just need people to see it. I need people to understand what I see.
Yeah, no, like some of the stuff, like I don't always tap in because I'm like, I don't know if I have the time today. But when I do tap in, I'm like, where do you find this? Where do you find that? I'm like, this is so fucking cool. Like you have the coolest. Now, please don't tell me you're one of the people who message reels to people because those people.
Fuck no, that's annoying as hell.
No
anybody that does that, stop doing that shit. First of all, I'm not watching them. If I give you a thumbs up, that's because I'm doing that. I'm not watching that.
Do you click the heart just to be nice and then don't watch
it? And then I don't. And then I'm not watching all that shit.
Why did that become an acceptable trend for people? And if my friend Stephanie's listening, I actually watch it. Stephanie, I actually do watch yours. I promise. I'm not making that up. Because you send me thoughtful cat ones. But the majority of people, I'm like, when did it become socially acceptable to spam me?
Yeah, just with a bunch of shit. And there are, it's like 2 people whose reels I do watch.
Yeah.
But outside of those 2 people, I'm not watching that shit, yo.
Yeah, there's been people I actually muted. Like I muted their messages because I'm like, I can't be checking all these reels.
And it's so hard for me to see any DMs. I don't see any DMs because it's just
reels.
People sending me reels.
Yeah. Now,
like,
if it's a really close friend and they text me a reel that they're like, you really have to see this.
Yeah,
sometimes that's
I'll
okay.
watch that.
But like I was chatting up one guy and I think he had a crush on me. He goes, you know what? I'm going to include you in my real friends. I'm like, no, don't include me.
I don't want to be in there.
No, yeah, okay. I'm glad we're on the same page about that.
Yeah, I don't send anybody reels.
Reels?
Nobody could say Naim sent me a reel ever.
Yeah, but your way of kind of doing it is just
post them, and if you want to watch it, you can watch.
You give them the option. You don't force them.
No,
you give them the option. Yeah. Okay. The questions I have, I'm scared to ask. Okay, the next one is a question that I feel like I need a black man's opinion on.
Okay.
Are you sensitive at racial questions?
No. I'm a fucking comedian. What the fuck? I'm not sensitive about shit.
I didn't think so, but I just had to check. The audience might get sensitive. We don't know. Now, since I've moved to Philly,
yes,
I've noticed I get a lot of attention from black guys. Okay, now, is that because and to preface the question.
You know why.
Well, no, wait, before we get there, is that because I'm a black man's type, or is it because black men are just more vocal than white guys? So white guys are like me too, but they just don't come up to me.
You know what? It might be both. It's probably both. Yeah, that's both things.
Would you say that like black guys are more vocal? Yeah. Because I'm like, wow, I've never gotten this like much male attention in my life. And I notice it's usually black guys. I'm like, do black guys just like me? Like, or is it just that white guys don't talk?
Yeah, and then white guys a lot of times don't talk, or they take longer to talk.
Yeah,
you got to be like in a bar. Yeah, they got to get you a drink, then they got to get you another one. Yeah, and then they come say, "Hey, so
today on fucking Market Frankfurt line. Have you ever taken that? It's disgusting. I was on it today, and this black guy right next to me, he just looks me in the eyes, and an older guy too. Like he looks like he's in his 60s. He goes, "You have beautiful eyes." Beautiful brown eyes. He goes, do people tell you that a lot? I say, honestly, no. I'm like no one cares about brown eyes. And he goes, well, what do they usually compliment? And I said, you don't want to know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's all that is.
But I gotta say, a lot of women complain about creepy guys, but like if they're cool like that and then that's it, they just like a cute little flirtation and then they just leave me alone, I'm cool with it. Why not? It's a compliment.
That's why I don't say anything. I wait for women to approach me.
You don't approach women anymore?
No.
Yeah.
You don't want to seem like a creep. But
if a guy like an old 6-year-old guy who makes like a flirty comment and then just says, have a nice day,
that's
man.
Fine.
That's fine.
Yeah, that's normal.
How often do women come up to you? Do they come up at shows and what?
Yeah, happens at shows. But that's like a cheat code.
It is a cheat code. Because if you're funny, women like that.
Yeah, and then they see you perform in front of a room full of people and you make people laugh. Man.
Do they see you bomb sometimes?
I mean, they ain't talking to you if you bomb. Shit. They ain't coming up saying shit to you.
Do you ever had a pity one? Like wanting to
fuck no, I wouldn't even want that. What type of freak is that? You want to fuck me because I bomb? Ew. Yeah, that's crazy.
Like, I feel
that's
bad.
A sick lady.
I want to give you your... I'd probably do something like
that. That's a sick lady.
I want to give you your confidence again.
No,
I want to heal you.
No.
How's that tea? It's
great.
Is it normal? By the way, I got to tell you guys, Naim says he's scared of cats.
Yeah, I don't fuck with cats.
Have you ever had one?
Yeah, we had a cat when I was a kid. That cat was cool. I was fine. I was fine with cats until I was like 20 or 21 or some shit like that.
You got attacked by one?
Got attacked. And now I'm done with them.
When you say got attacked, the cat came up to you or you were trying to pet it and it scratched you? Because I feel like there's a difference.
The cat, I had seen the cat multiple times. And he would walk up and brush up against my leg and I would pet him and everything would be fine. And then this one day he brushed up against my leg and I pet him and he freaked the fuck out.
What'd he do?
He started clawing me. He like started climbing up my arm.
What the fuck?
Then I like threw him down. Then he jumped back home. He started climbing up me again. Yeah, see, nah.
So okay, that cat. Was it a kitten?
No.
Okay, so then he might have not been
like the size of your damn cat.
Maybe he wasn't fixed.
That motherfucker
was he
crazy.
Not fixed? Like
I don't know.
So okay,
but I ain't do shit wrong to him. All I did was pet him like a normal person would.
So I promise you, my cats would never do that to you.
Shit, you don't know? You don't know what the fuck?
But my cats are fixed. Like they've gotten their ball. Like they've gotten.
So what does that mean? He can't attack me?
Their they can't have babies. So like they can't get another female cat pregnant.
Okay.
So their like aggressive instincts are calm because
they don't have
that cat you're talking about might have been feral. They call it feral cat means
maybe, but that motherfucker was crazy. He was trying to get to my face. I could tell.
He jumped up your body.
Yes.
I
threw him and he jumped up me again. And then I threw him the second time and kicked him.
Maybe he had rabies.
He might have. And then the girl whose house I was at was angry.
At you?
Yes. She was like, why would you throw and kick my cat? I'm like, he freaked out.
Dude, that fucking... Now, this is going to sound bad, but that fucking reminds me of one time I was teaching a piano lesson to a kid with autism.
Mm-hmm.
And he was screaming.
Jesus.
Off the top of his lungs. Like,
damn it.
Like he was screaming and I was freaked out. And the mom was yelling at me. I'm like...
What did she want you to do?
Like, I'm not... And I told her, I was like, I don't think I could teach him. And she was like... Her response to me was like, he's not dumb. And I'm like... Yeah, but he's not controlling his behavior, and I'm not trained to.
Yeah, I don't know how to work with this.
Take care of this.
Yeah,
I'm not prejudiced against people with autism. It's that your particular autistic child can't do the lesson.
Hey, lady, he's scary. Hey, lady.
And he was a male too. He was like a strong, like he was like 12 or 13. He's like, going through puberty or whatever. So he's like, he could like slam, and then. She was yelling at me. She was like, he's crazy. Not dumb. I'm like, I didn't say he's dumb.
Nobody said he's dumb.
Yeah.
Lady, he's scary. Get your fucking kid out of here.
But that reminded me of the cat thing because she got mad at you. But the thing was scary. That
happens a lot. People tend to get angry when they're the one and they should be trying to fix the problem.
It's called projection.
I've done it before. I've done it. It's fun to do.
Who do you do it to?
So I do it for fun a lot now, like just like with my kids or with my friends. Like I like telling somebody I like suggesting something like to the group, like with like me and my friends. I like suggesting something like, yo, we should go here. And then we go to that place and it's just the worst time ever. And then I look at whatever friend was the most against it. So it could be like my best friend, my homie Swizzy. Normally he's the one that's like, no, that's going to be shitty. We shouldn't go there. And then we do it, and then we get there, and it's the worst thing we ever could have done. Now look at him be like, yo, why you suggest for us to go here, nigga? This was dumb as shit. I'm like, yo, I told you it was going to be ass. And then he's like, what?
No, but that's different because I feel like you're doing it to be funny. I feel like some people do it. You're doing
well, real projection.
But do you actually like not tell them it's a joke and you just like,
No, I just let it go. I don't ever say psych. I just keep going. I act like I don't know what the fuck he talking about.
But I feel like some people do it for like some fucked up shit.
Well, yeah, I've done it in relationships for sure.
Yeah.
Like just because I knew I was wrong about something.
Yeah.
Like there's times where I cheated and then she got mad. So then I was mad that she was mad.
Wait, I have to think about that. Say that whole thing again.
So I cheated on her and then she got mad at me and then I was mad because she was mad at me. Like, yo, stop being fucking mad. It's been 2 weeks.
Okay. I have a friend like
that. Get over it.
I have a friend who has like the worst sense of humor, and he tells me I'm too sensitive, and I'm like, dude, I hang around with comedians. I'm not too sensitive. He'll just say jokes that they just don't land right.
Okay.
And then I'll get upset, like, why the fuck did you say that? And he'll get mad at me for getting upset. It's like, bro, it's like he's projecting because he knows his sense of humor doesn't land, and he feels insecure about it.
And a bad joke is a bad joke.
Yeah.
And if it's just mean, it's mean. And also, it's very passive aggressive to say mean things and try to pass it like it's a joke. We
would be both like kind of wingmanning each other because like we weren't attracted to each other because he's not funny. That's why I wasn't attracted. We would kind of like share pictures of the people we're dating with each other, and I would share him one, and he'd be like, "The guy's fucking ugly," and then I'd be like, "What?" I'd be like, "What the fuck?" And he'd be like, "It's just a joke." I'm like, "No, it's not a joke."
Yeah, it's
like,
not a joke.
You suck. Yeah, you're not funny.
He meant that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that stinks.
And then he would get mad that I was mad, so he was projecting 100%.
Yeah, I've done that. I like to do that. I like to do that. I like to get mad when I've done something wrong. It makes you feel better. Like, you know what? I can be mad too.
Okay, let me see what else I got on this list. Oh, okay. All right. So I'm going to bond with you over this because another thing I found, I don't know if it was on your Instagram or one of your podcast hosts' Instagram. You're an Irish goodbyer.
I am. Huge
I am too.
Irish goodbyer.
I'm a huge Irish.
Yes.
So I wanted to talk about that. Why do you do it? Because I love it. I wonder which one of us are better at it. How good at it are you?
I'm great at it. I am great.
Do you? Okay.
I do it all the time.
The true test of who's better at it. Have you ever had friends mad at you?
Of course. I have had friends mad at me. I've had every friend group I've had has been mad at me.
Or do they just accept it at this point?
I mean, now, now they accept it. But like, everybody gets mad. My family gets mad more than anybody. They're like, yo, you just don't say bye. It's like, you know how long that's going to take? If I walk around and everybody like, all right, guys, I'm leaving. All right, now. All right, Uncle Tony. All right, Uncle Charles. All right, Uncle Paul. Like, it's too much shit. I'm out. I'm not doing all that. I'm leaving.
That's what I mean by like, I can't picture you like dating a girl and wanting to check in every day because you like to do things on your own time.
Yeah.
Are you an introvert?
Yo, here's the thing. I used to be. I'm not. I still am, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I like being by myself.
Me too.
A lot. But I do crave to be around people. But I do love to be by myself. I'm exactly the same. I'm an introvert with like a pinch of extroversion. Mm-hmm. I love to people watch. That's my way of being around people. Okay.
I love to go out and people watch. Like I like to go to the party but not be talked to.
Right. Okay.
You know, I want to just sit in the corner and observe everything. And I always have a point. I am an Irish goodbyer too. Like I'll get what I can out of it and I'll be like, that's enough.
Yeah.
Weddings. Yeah. I Irish goodbye weddings.
Yeah, I'm out of here.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying bye at all. It's too many people. And I do a fact podcast with Ben Staub called Ayo Actually. And one of the facts on there was that it saves you 3 years in your life.
That might have been the reel I saw then.
Yes.
I think it might have been, it was on your Instagram.
People that Irish goodbye save 3 years.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, everybody else is spending 3 extra years saying bye. All right, now, see you later. Catch you next time. Hey, have fun, guys. All right, bro, get the fuck out of here.
You know, I've progressed to like not to be as rude. I'll stand and I'll face the crowd.
Yep, same. All right, y'all, I'm out. Yeah, I do that.
I'll stand and face the crowd and be like, goodbye, everybody. Because I don't want to waste my time. Like, and because I'm kind of introverted, once the moment hits where I'm tired, I just need to get the fuck out.
Yeah, I got to get out of there. Yeah.
Like, I can't waste my time on that.
Yeah, I got to run. Yeah, as soon as and my social battery it lasts forever. So but when that thing runs out, I gotta leave.
Yeah.
I have to go.
I saw that reel, and then I went to a comedy show. It was Helium. It was like, oh, what the fuck was this show called? It was there was like 50 people on stage. It was kind of like 2 months ago, like 3 months ago.
That punchline.
But what was it? It was like, what were you guys?
50 first jokes or something.
50 first jokes or something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I saw you. I said, let me say like hi to him after. And you were
Yeah, I fucking run out of places. I get the fuck out of it. Because then what happens is people come up, they get to talking to you.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck in this conversation.
Yeah.
Then you promise something to somebody. Now you got to be somewhere that you forgot about.
Yeah.
Now they're mad at you because you're not there. It just is a whole thing.
I also get overwhelmed making eye contact. Are you good with eye contact? I hate eye contact.
Yeah, but I don't. Sometimes, especially with women, they might think you being creepy if you just all in they fucking like that's too much. So I don't gotta. Eye contact matters when I'm talking about something important. Like when it's like when I'm having a serious conversation, that's when I'm like locked in because I need to know if you're being honest. Like I need to know, like, wait, are we?
You're good at that.
We're
you can
doing
tell?
this right now. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, I can fucking tell.
What are some signs that someone's lying?
I don't even know if it's signs. I got
it's
intuition.
Like a feeling.
Yeah, I know. Like when it's a real situation, and like I'm talking to somebody and I'm like looking them like eye to eye, I could tell when they telling me the truth.
That's a comedian's gift, I think, because you have to be really intuitive and in touch with what people are feeling
for sure
to read the energy of the room.
Definitely.
It's so funny. That's why I was telling this to my friend the other day. My expression is music, like my artistic expression is music, but I understand comedians more than I understand musicians. And so it sucks. I used to do stand up, but it was too much to balance out with music. So like my way of keeping in touch with the comedy community is like interviewing them on my podcast. But it's like I have the spirit of a comedian, but my talent is music.
It's music, yeah.
So it's interesting because musicians are gay. Especially like, I mean, I have a lot of good musician friends, but they can be, I mean, I don't know if this is the same with comedians as well, but musicians can be like really too into themselves.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't know if comedians get that way.
Definitely.
My comedian friends
like
don't,
that.
but I don't know if you have like any friends that are like too.
I think it's very easy for comedians to get that way. You're just on stage telling jokes, talking about yourself all fucking day. So yeah, but I mean, my musician friends you can't even joke with them about it though.
So, and that's another thing. So in the comedy community, there's a lot more neutrality with political stuff. Like either mostly the comedians are in the center. Like there's some left comedians, but I would say the majority of comedians are like, I don't believe in politics. I'm in the center, etc. The musicians in this area are very left.
Yeah, for sure.
It's harder to talk about anything with them.
Yeah, and some of them can't take jokes.
Yeah.
Even some of the comedians who are musicians.
Yeah.
They have a hard time taking certain jokes and shit like that. Yeah.
One of your co-hosts is a musician, no? Does he still perform music or does he just strictly do comedy?
No, he just does comedy. But he's super talented. He's such a talented musician. He can do anything. Yeah.
People have recommended to me, they're like, why don't you do musical comedy? I'm like, because I don't like it. Yeah. I mean, I like Bo Burnham's cool, but
I like some musical comedy.
Yeah.
I like some musical comedy. I like Jay. You know Jay Simpson?
Yes.
I like Jay Simpson. He's the shit. He kills it.
Is he that like skinny Spanish, like kind of good looking guy? Or am I thinking of somebody else?
No, that's not what you think about him.
There's somebody.
You probably is talking about him, but I'm gonna say no.
Somebody named Jay. His name is Jay. He's like tall, thin, kind of young. Not young, but like our age, young.
Fuck no.
No, not
Who
good.
the fuck is that? Tall? He not tall.
Let me look this up. There he is. He came up.
Who is this? I never seen this guy before.
Morgan J.
He's a comedian.
Morgan J. Yeah. So
Yeah,
he's
I never seen
he's
this
a
guy.
musical. There he is. He's a musical comedian. Yeah, he's exactly what I
Okay.
described. Like kind of good looking, tall. I mean, he's not like he's a good looking guy. But so that's not the guy you're talking
Fuck
about.
no. I'm talking about
What does your guy look like?
He just a boy that live in Philly. He half white, half black. Kind of chubby, kind of normal.
And he's a
beard.
good musical comedian.
Great musical comedian. One of the best.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not normally my thing. So I've never dabbled into it because it's just, I don't want to do it.
I mean, it seems extremely hard.
Yeah.
To make a funny song. That's crazy. Hard enough trying to just write a funny joke or make a good song.
Your jokes I've seen your stand up before, but it's been a while yet. I think I've only seen you perform once or twice. I can't remember. Your style is it more joke writey style?
I'm very conversational.
Yeah.
Yeah, stories. Very conversational. I don't there's nothing wrong with being like set up, punch.
Like Mark Norman type of.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that, but I just don't know. I don't like how that feels. I don't like how that. I like feeling natural.
Yeah. Yeah, now that I think about it, I think I remember you were more.
I like being natural. I like I like when I get off stage, like people knowing who I am already.
Yeah. Yeah, now I do remember you were telling jokes about you were telling jokes about like faking a suicide.
Yeah.
And it was crazy because it's like everybody was just dying of laughter. It's like such a wild thing to get the whole room to laugh about.
Yeah, right. And it's
Definitely.
some shit that actually happened. That's what's even crazier about it. Because it's like, damn. When I did that shit, I never thought, damn, there's going to be people laughing at this.
Yeah. Yo, that's alchemy right there. Like taking crazy shit and turning it to something positive.
Yo, the truth is magic, yo. I'm telling you. People don't
Yeah.
even understand. The truth is real life magic. If you use it at the right time.
I've been thinking about that a lot lately, about that is one of the coolest things that, I mean, musicians do it too, but comedians especially do it. But yeah, musicians do it too because they write love songs and shit like that.
For sure.
You can take a horrible gut-wrenching experience from your life and turn it into something that moves people or that makes a room burst out and laugh about faking a suicide. Like that's really a crazy thing.
Yeah,
you know?
it is. It is. That's how you know it's something special about like art.
Yeah.
Like that shit is special.
And there's something special about suffering.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like we need that.
You need it. Yeah. You need to suffer. It builds character. I know a lot of spoiled people that pretend to have the character of people that suffer, you know? Like, it's a lot of rich people that pretend to be poor, or they want to act broke, or they want to lie about some struggle they went through. And it's like, you don't got to do that. But they see the value in struggle. And the people that struggle be like, we want to get the fuck out of this, you know?
I was talking about this with my friend 2 days ago. If there was a meaning of life, if there was a religious meaning of life, I think one of the meanings of life would be to see how much struggle you can withstand. If that's true, most of us are fucked because we live such an easy life now.
Hell yeah.
Like, no, I don't care what they say about things are so bad now. It's like, no, dude, I can get things door dashed.
Yeah, shit was way worse.
Yeah.
Shit was way worse before.
Yeah. Like how much suffering do we really... Our suffering is that we don't suffer. That's our suffering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
Our suffering is that we're bored and, and depressed. Like that's a really privileged like problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Always being preoccupied with good feelings.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And I think too that people who do have really fucked up lives probably understand like love and connection better because they're forced in situations where they have to rely on
Yes.
their neighbors. And like
For
here
sure.
we are, we're like, I'm mad at something that happened on TV, or like I'm mad at something from YouTube from my favorite podcaster offended me, and like we're like, but we're lonely and depressed. It's because like maybe you should stop fucking doing that.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
See, I told you. This motherfucker was acting weird the whole time. You ain't even see him. He was jumping around and shit. He came out and then he started fucking with him like he acting crazy.
I saw you looking at.
Yeah, because he was acting wild.
Look at his eyes.
Yeah, he twitching and shit. Yo, I'm telling you.
So the listeners, you can't see what my cat's doing, but I'm gonna post a picture of him like so you can see his crazy eyes because he's got wild fucking
He looks
eyes.
crazy as shit.
I promise he would never attack you. I know you don't believe.
I don't believe you. You're lying. He just jumped up on his thing. He almost attacked that one.
So he is the dominant of the two.
I can tell. I'm aware.
That guy is a sweetheart. He has no interest in anything.
He looks like he's chilling.
If he was bigger than me, I'd be dead.
Yeah.
Like if he's a panther. Like
this guy's a problem. I can tell.
He's like the fucking king of the jungle. Like he prowls around and he looks for problems. But
he was pushing that thing around over there.
So that he figured out that if he saw that, he figured out that if he pushes it, he can get food to fall through the hole.
See, yeah, this guy's a problem.
He's smart. One time he tried. I had something like next to the door. He jumped on it. He was trying to open the door. Like he figured out.
What?
Yeah, he's smart as shit.
Yeah.
Like he loves problem solving. He knows there's an automatic feeder here that I'm pointing out. He knows if he taps it in the right angle, something will slide
that
up.
food will come up. Yeah,
Yep.
see?
He's not dumb.
I can tell. He kept walking around me. He probably knows. He's like, oh, this motherfucker scared of me. He kept, yeah, bro.
He does like to fuck with people that he can sense are afraid of him.
I could tell. He kept walking over here.
Like if you weren't afraid of him, he'd probably want nothing to do with you. But if you are afraid of him, he kind of wants to like intimidate. I mean, I guess if you're afraid of cats, he is kind of terrifying. His eyes are like.
Yeah. And he's a big cat.
Yes.
It's a big cat.
That guy, you can't be terrified of that guy. That guy is sweet.
He looks calm. He looks great.
He looks great. He is a sweet, innocent little thing. He doesn't want to hurt nobody. But this
guy's an issue. I can see it.
Did you ever have a dog?
Yeah, I have a dog now.
What kind of dog?
A pit bull, a Rocky.
Now that's an issue, right?
No, Rocky's a sweetheart.
Isn't pit bull isn't that a dangerous?
People say, but if you raise him right, no. Rocky is a sweetheart.
Would you leave Rocky around a baby?
Yes, I would.
You have kids? You have 2 kids, right?
Yeah,
they're not babies.
I got 3 kids.
3 kids?
Yeah.
Is this a new one or?
One of them, no. Yeah, no. He, Rocky's fine with babies. He never bit anybody.
Yeah.
He bit one of my son's friends before, but the friend was like poking at him, and he didn't like fuck him up. He just took a little.
How do you have time for 3 kids with? You do so much. You do. You have 3. You did 3 podcasts today, so you book your schedule. You do comedy shows.
Yeah.
You travel a bit for comedy as well.
Yeah.
You fuck with a few ladies on the side.
Here and there.
You post a lot of Instagram stories.
Yeah.
And you've got 3 kids. How the fuck do you have time for 3 kids?
Well, the kid part is easy. My oldest daughter's in college. She's 21.
Yeah.
My son's 16. He's in high school. So he has his own schedule.
Yeah.
He does his own thing. And then my 4-year-old baby, she's the only one I really got to do stuff with every day. She has swimming class, ballet. And with that, that's between hours of 3 and 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So that's easy.
I swear to God, if someone was gonna have kids and then they wanted to do a career, being divorced is probably the best setup.
Yeah, for comedy especially, because I only got to get my kids. It's not a everyday thing.
Yeah.
So with my son, he'll have AAU tournaments on the weekends. I don't book anything for those weekends, and if I do, it's at night anyway, so it doesn't even fucking matter.
We have it all backwards. People are like, that one's scary.
Yeah, he's scared. Look,
he's scared of you. That's what I mean.
Yeah,
he would never hurt
scared.
you.
He's like, I want some.
Come on.
Nope, he's not gonna let him.
And see, that one eats his food.
Mm-hmm. Look, he's scared. He's like, I want some.
Isn't that sad?
He can't even get any.
Go ahead. There you go. What I was gonna say is we have it backwards. Like we always say, wait to have kids. It's like, no, if you wait to have kids and have it in a stable family. It's like, actually, no, it feels like it's more convenient to have kids young. So like they're grown.
Yeah, so they're grown when
and
you're
then
in
like
your
get
30s.
divorced
Yeah.
so that you don't have to have them all the time.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it works if you're gonna be a comedian.
Yeah.
Because then you got a bunch of stories about fucked up relationships and kids. And
do you tell jokes about your kids?
Yeah, I got some jokes about my kids. Mm-hmm. Nothing that would embarrass them, I don't think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have anything like derogatory.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, I got jokes about my kids. I would feel bad. I had a joke. So there are jokes that you feel bad when you tell them, and I had one of those, and I never told it again.
About your kids or just like in general?
No, it was about my brother. My brother that died.
Oh, you had a brother that died.
Yeah, and the joke is basically like me blaming it on my mom, but it's funny as shit, but it was so fucked up, yo. And I was on the stage telling the joke.
Did your mom know about it?
Yeah, yo, and I'm on stage telling the joke, and the crowd's going crazy, and my eyes was watered. I felt like I was about to cry, and I was like,
Aww.
damn, I can't ever tell this joke again, yo.
You can't tell it right now.
Fuck no, that shit fucked up.
Yeah, well, at least you have a conscience. At least you listen to your gut.
Everything not a joke, yo. Even if it's funny, it's not a joke.
You might know this girl. She's a Russian female comedian in Philly, Masha.
I love Masha.
She has a joke about her mom dying in a fire, and it's hilarious. Did you ever hear that one?
I think so.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah.
I don't feel like it's one of those jokes that it kind of rides that line of like, how is the audience gonna feel about this? But it's so fucking funny, and it's about her dying in a fire. It's great.
Sometimes those are the best jokes.
Yeah.
But if it make me feel like I'm gonna cry, I'm not saying it on stage.
Oh. Are you a crier?
Yeah, I like to cry sometimes.
Yeah. I feel like I'm that way too. Like I'm that's why I don't like confrontation. We were talking about confrontation before. I don't like confrontation because it makes me cry, and I don't want to cry.
My sister like that. My sister, if she start arguing, her eyes start watering and shit.
Like I can't. Like if I had to tell a boss like I need a day off work, I'll start crying.
Yeah. No, I like the I think I told you this last time when I was on here. I like to go jogging and cry. Like I like. I like to cry when I'm like running and shit.
That makes sense.
Put on some sad music.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
So they're done eating, and at the end of their eating, the black cat, the dominant cat likes to just chased him off to put him in his place. Like it's his way of saying like that was my food, not yours.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And now he's walking around me. It's like, bro, leave me alone. Yeah. That's crazy. Yeah. Why did he chase him off?
When he does it all the time. When he uses the litter box, he waits outside.
What?
While he's taking a shit in a litter box, he waits outside, and then when he's done, he chases him.
Yo, that's not.
It's like
cool.
anything that belongs to both of them. He likes to say like it's mine first.
Yeah.
You never had
he just jumped just now? You didn't see him? No. Why did he even do that? Nobody's doing anything. Look at him. This guy's a fucking psycho, yo. What is he doing?
I don't know.
Yo, this is crazy. Yeah. Why is he doing this shit? This is nuts. I told you he's going to attack me.
Did you smoke weed today too?
Yes.
It's probably making it. I really wish I had the camera.
I told you he's going to attack me. Did you see him?
He's not going to attack
Yes, he is. He was jumping over here.
It's the way he walks too. Like he has like a certain like
yes. And his back was all like hunched. That's fucking crazy. He jumped. Why is he doing that?
I think he's like putting on a dominant showcase. Like
yeah.
He's like I'm the fucking boss. Right. I mean, he's like, do you have any friends who fucking like try to like act like do jumps and tricks? Do you have any friends that are like, yo, check this out? That's what he's doing right now. And this poor little guy, he like doesn't want to harm a thing.
Yeah, he's scared to death. He's in prison. He's like, I can't leave this part of this couch.
That is his part of the house. Like, because the black cat accepts his name. By the way, his name's Neo, like from the Matrix. So Neo and Jazzy. So Neo accepts that is Jazzy's spot.
Yes.
So he chases him to that spot. But like everything else is Neo's.
That's crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, this guy has problems.
There he is. He's probably gonna run again.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh my God.
And this guy doesn't even want to move.
No, but even though it sounds really depressing, he's actually content.
No, he's not. You think he is. He's not. He wants to roam around this whole place.
He can't.
But he can't. Because he's going to get chased off.
It's the animal kingdom, I guess.
That's hard. You got to get one more cat to balance this out.
I did. Okay, so you know what happened? I got a cat. His name's Billy. Billy was a big fat guy. And he would challenge Neo and beat the shit out of Neo. And I was like, thank God. So first it was great because they would fight each other and they would like it. And Jazzy would be left alone. Okay. But then Billy started going after Jazzy.
Oh, now he's just getting bullied by two guys.
He's getting bullied by two guys. So I had to give Billy away.
Damn. Yeah, bruh. Damn. You got to stand up for yourself.
Are you scared of him?
No, he's chilling. He's fine.
Can you tell by his eyes like that he's like a sweet guy?
Yeah, he's relaxed. He wants to nap.
Now, do you have any friends? Do you have like in your friendship circles, do you have any friends who are like, I'm not going to fuck with anybody and I'm going to just like do my own thing?
Of course.
Yeah.
Got some of those guys. Got some rowdy guys.
You got some Neos and got some Jazzies. What's your dog like? What's the personality of your dog?
Rocky is a spoiled baby. He just wants people to rub him all day. And he wants to play fetch. So he's going to bring you things and he wants you to throw it to him. And then he's going to eat anything that's food that falls on the ground. So you got to be careful.
Does he eat off your plate?
No. He would never do that. He would never do that. I got my daughter a golden doodle named Spady. And he does that. He's bad as hell. He'll like jump on the table and try to eat your food off the plate. He's a bad dog. Jazzy
actually does that. Even though Jazzy's pretty chill, he ate a whole fucking avocado off my plate.
Really?
Yeah. Avocado.
Just jumped up and ate your stuff?
Yep.
Jeez. Yeah, I'm very strict with that with my dogs.
You train them? Rocky. You tell them to stop?
Well, I trained Rocky. I didn't train Spady. But yeah, look at him. Oh my God. Yo, what the hell, yo?
It's good. So, I actually looked that up recently.
What the hell? Why is he just darting around everywhere?
So, after cats take a shit, they have a burst of energy, and it's pretty common. And I looked it up once. I'm like, why do cats act fucking crazy after they take a shit?
Yeah.
It's something that nobody knows why, but there was a couple different theories. One theory is that they don't want to be, like, if they were out in the wild and they took a shit, they wouldn't want to be traced by a bigger predator. So they run around to get the scent off them. So that's one theory. And the other theory is that they just like feel good. Like they're like I have energy. So I mean, it happens to me. Take a shit.
Yeah, true. You do feel good afterwards. This guy's going crazy in here.
Yes. He's gonna
he get more food.
He got one.
Yeah. He does whatever he wants.
Yes, he does.
That's crazy.
And cats are hard to train too. They're not as but Billy, the other cat that was beating him up, I gave him away to somebody, to a friend, and my friend trained him like a dog.
Really?
He's like walking him on a leash.
What?
Taught him to do high fives. He does a twirl.
How's he train him?
I don't know. It's crazy.
Yeah, I don't know anybody that really like trained their cat.
I never knew it either, but he did it. He's
like, this guy wants more, but he can't. He's like, I gotta just sit here.
Yeah. This asshole. Neo, you're an asshole.
Just owns the place.
Okay, so you've been here. I don't want to keep you here too long because you had a long day. So I'm just gonna finish up. One more question.
What do we have here?
So the last time we did an episode, we did a philosophy question, and that was nice. We talked about the definition of love. So I have a new philosophy question for you. You got to keep your eyes out for this guy.
Nice, yeah.
Is there a line to forgiveness. So they say everybody deserves forgiveness. For you, is there a point where I'm not forgiving that? I can't. Like, everybody deserves another chance. Everybody deserves redemption. But where's the line between, nah, fuck that?
Yeah, but also I think there's like a difference between forgiveness and I'll allow you the opportunity to be that close to me again. Like, you can forgive somebody without allowing them to, like, you know, be a part of your world as much.
Yeah.
Well,
like, what if somebody murdered a loved one?
Yeah.
Would
like,
you be able to,
certain shit is unforgivable. Like, I don't know.
In your heart, though, would you be able to be like, fuck this motherfucker, but no, probably not, right?
No, because I'd imagine if you had the chance to kill him, you probably would.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that's unforgivable. Like, any type of harm to a loved one. That shit where I'm like, all right, no.
I've seen, like, court cases on TV where some religious ladies or men would actually go to the person who killed, like, their son and be like,
seen that.
I forgive you.
That's
and,
crazy.
like, that's what I mean. Like, where's the line? Because technically, that's the line if you're, like, a Jesus, like if you're into Jesus, that's the line.
Yeah, right.
But I'm like, I can't. There's a spot for me where I just can't extend my forgiveness. You know,
that's crazy. I could never forgive anything like that. But like, even as far as like, so like with me and my ex-wife, I cheated before we got married.
Yeah,
and then she cheated after we got married. And I remember, like, I don't know, the month or two afterwards, I was like, maybe we should just try to work this shit out. Because she caught me cheating before. And I just couldn't. And it's like, because the thing wasn't the same anymore, you know? Yeah. And it's to the point now, and when I was younger, I was able to, like, cheat on women and, like, kind of not feel too bad about it. But even once I got, like, in my 30s, I can't do that type of shit. Because now, if I cheat on her, it don't feel real now. It's like, damn, this is a lie. Like, I fucking cheated on this lady. This is a bullshit thing now, you know?
I was able to forgive a guy for cheating, but, like, break up with him. Like, I couldn't stay in the relationship, but, like, I was able to walk away from the relationship and be like, this will never work ever again, but I forgive you.
Yeah.
You know? Like, I could do that.
That's how I was with my ex-wife. Like, like, this couldn't work, but
it taints the whole thing. Like, once that's out in the open, like, some people work through it, but for me, I think what happened for me when I was cheated on was that I never felt desired anymore. Like, we would have, it fucked up our sex life because like every time we had sex, I would get in my head, like, does he actually even want to do this?
Exactly.
You know?
That happens. Yeah. You stop. Like, I know, I wouldn't believe whenever she said she was going somewhere.
Oh, yeah. And that's not good.
Yeah.
You can't
She's
live
like,
that.
you can't live like that. She's like, I'm going to hang out with my sisters. And I'm like, no, the fuck she not. And like, if you feeling like that, this shit is over.
And then when that would happen, would you be like, let me check her?
Yeah, now I would text her or I would try to fucking check her location or something. It's like, that's too much.
It's like it's obsessive. Like, you can't live your life like that.
Yeah. You can't even focus on your own shit.
Not good.
And I was also in a position where she had caught me cheating so many times, I couldn't even like explain that to her, because to her she's like, how you think I felt all these fucking years?
Yeah.
So I was just like, damn, I just gotta end it.
That's it. I feel like that's a sad note to end on.
I mean, no, we're best friends now. That's my fucking road dog. Me and my ex-wife like this.
Oh, you guys are good now because you have all your kids with her, right?
Fuck no, I got one kid with her.
But you guys are friends now, though.
Yeah, we cool as fuck.
Yeah, sometimes like when you can be friends with an ex, like I have one ex in my life that we dated. We didn't have kids or anything like that. We didn't get married, but we were living together for 4 years and we broke up, and we've maintained a friendship, and it's been great.
Yeah, that happens. Yeah, and that's fun.
We were better off as friends because like one of the reasons we broke up is because we didn't really have like a sexual compatibility. So it was kind of like, let's just be friends.
It wasn't hard friends. At all. Yeah, that's how with me and my ex-wife, we're way better friends.
Yeah.
So it makes it sweet. Sometimes you need to get divorced. Makes you a better person.
Yeah. Okay, well, I've had Naim here for about an hour now, and he's had a long day, so we're going to end the podcast. But Before we leave, is there anything you want to tell them? Stuff,
This is
shows?
a lot of fun. I got shows all the time, every week. So just check my Instagram, Naim2_Ali.
I'm going to include a link to his Instagram below to make it easier for you. Again, don't forget to hit subscribe to help me grow the podcast. Leave your comments, your questions, all that type of stuff below. And that's it. Have a good night, guys. Bye.